So the little NuScale from hell nuclear module that blew up in Russia on 8/8/2019, which has been verified through Finland that it was not a missile, it was a reactor, at least one. We know it was a reactor. Oh, just a small reactor. The ones that the state of Utah are funding. They're testing at Idaho National Lab. It's called NuScale in Oregon. NuScale from hell. I've been battling. You can look up the videos. Me inside the legislature. Me in this university going toe-to-toe with them. The only one. Just me. So here's the update. You don't think they could circle the wagons? TASS. State-run, the Soviet Union freaking news agency. That would be called CBS, ABC, NBC, CNN, and most alternative media. Alex Jones, Lisa Haven, Greg Hunter. They're all state-funded media in my book. Alternative media is worse than mainstream media, and mainstream media is totally... So you don't think they can cover up Fukushima? Let's think this. There's not been single word out on this anywhere in the world since August 28th. Nothing. The last word is August 28th, Finland verifying that, just like Kevin Blanch said, that these elements that come from the core will be traced down to only coming from a nuclear core. Now, they sure are not nuclear. There's not a nuclear core. People don't. Now, this is where you get confused. So, a missile test with a small nuke on it would not be having this type of core element. This was not some explosion up there, and somebody else said it exploded underwater. Said, no, 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 no. This was a reactor that sits on the water, sits on the edge. You know, these were a group of reactors that are over there at the test site, which they've been messing around with for years, Zarbamba, on the White Sea, very close to Finland. You know, Rivley got reported it was Asia. It's not Asia, it's Europe. And so it's right there. Very close to Denmark, very close to, I mean, I've been in St. Petersburg, I've been in Moscow, you know, from Helsinki. It don't take very long. So, the wind was blowing westerly. It was reported that Alaska crashed dishes. Well, they did that here, Radnet. They tore down all the niches. You know, the cover-up of Fukushima, you don't think they can cover stuff up? Remember, 50 years after JFK, we'll get to see the full Warren report, not the retracted version. I'm Donald Trump. I'm a counterculturist. I'll make sure I release that freaking, the Kennedy file. Open, you know, I'm the counterculturist. Who killed net neutrality? Donald Trump. He gets in, he says, well, after I saw it, I better not. Nope. He's as bad as Barry Antoinette Obama, Bill Omar Clinton, George W. Prince Bandar Bush. You don't think they cover up stuff? You don't think it's state-run media here? The Patriot Act. Anything, including this video, when it runs through their server first. They have people that put on headsets. It's in a bunker over there in Hawaii. Ask Snowden. Oh yeah, he's sitting next to Putin, best hacker in the world. Now I can't imagine who hacked those elections. When he's sitting right next to Putin, who? Not my words. The Obama administration said he's the best hacker in the world. Huh. The guy that got and handed to Laura and handed to Greenwald. I asked Greenwald on this campus. Or the University of Utah campus from UI. Hey, you said that this, everything, you know, you have the chip. How come we've only seen less than 1%? Now, Laura, you look her up, who he handed it to. Remember? You know, Astro's Noise. I was walking with Astro. Astro died of cancer. We've seen less than 1% of that chip. I asked Greenwald, where's it at? How come you don't know? Because Greenwald and Laura are CIA's it gets. That was a setup. That was a setup. Don't you see that was a... Why would he hand it to them? This billionaire whose father's the endowment at MIT. Aaron Swartz. Do you know anything? I was in the courtroom when he wouldn't let... Heyman and Ortiz would not let Aaron Swartz off the freaking mat. He was willing to do time. Nope, 35 years. Obama would not let him up. He went home and hung himself. So who hung him? Would you? If you're that age, and they're going to put you in prison for 35 years for simply going into the MIT Media Lab and downloading the Ph.D.s, which should have been a sentence, a slap on the hand, maybe 6 months. 35 years, Obama, the guy who was going to save the world, the betrayer, who killed more whistleblowers than them all, who killed more people in the Iraq and Afghanistan war than Bush went off to Afghanistan to kill the Taliban. What? We're still there? He's still gone. Went off to Iraq to get a big old sack for Dick Cheney and friends. Went off to Vietnam to kill the Viet Cong. What? How nice is they invented ISIS? You know, the military industrialized beach. I thought we went to Afghanistan to get bin Laden. We're still there. What? I mean, it's outrageous. Barack Obama put Megan Rice in prison for life. We got her out on a pill. Huh. Who's that? Trump's even worse. Do you know about Reality Winner? What'd she do? She's still sitting in prison. How about Donald Trump, from what I understand, calls Edward Snowjob a son. He's sitting in a jail cell. They'll kill him. Remember, it was Julian who got Trump elected. Nobody went after Hillary harder than Julian Assange. I heard that behind the scenes, and this is coming from good sources, that Trump calls him his useful idiot. Do you know where the term useful idiot comes from? Lenin, not John. Vladimir. He used to call it the capitalistic rope. Oh, they'll give you enough till you hang yourself. The whites that turned into the reds, and then Stalin killed them all. Stalin a communist? No, Stalin was a freaking imperialist. Stillman, the Iranian. He killed them all. Trotsky to the head. Do you know about David Goldberg? I want to ask any of you, did you Google David Goldberg? What, the CFO of Facebook, Sheila? They named a nuclear sub. That's her husband. Survey Monkey, who was in college with Obama, at Yale Scholar and Bones at Harvard. What? He got Trotsky to the head in Mexico? Oh, he fell off a treadmill and bumped his head. Four Seasons comes out and says not only was he didn't fall off a treadmill here, he's never been on this property. They canceled the Walt Disney shareholder meeting? How old is she? She's a billionairist? Oh, they just met at a party. And Mark Sugarmount Zuckerberg just asked her to be CEO. And she become rich yet, huh? Oh, okay. Rockefeller's baby. Rosemary's baby. Rothschild's baby? Russell's baby. Who's that? Dig into the Russell Trust. I like everybody goes down to Bush's daddy, Prescott. You can go deeper. Go a few generations back. Who started Skull and Bone? That'd be Russell. That's Bush lines? Oh, yeah. Jeb Bush in the debate. I talked to Romney right here recently. It's online. Jeb Bush. We're going to take Alexander Hamilton. Before the Bill of Rights, the Tariff Act, we were Hamiltonians here. Hamilton. To incentivize buying homemade goods and to pay off the freaking wartime debt. The Hamiltonian. Let's take him off the freaking bill. Let's put a woman on there. So they're going across, everybody's saying, you know, different people, women's suffrage, you know, which is 200 years coming up, you know, 1919, women vote, that was, you know, 100 years ago. Paul McKay Brody on this campus, who they won't even speak of. Jeb Bush. Who do you think she put on? Margaret Thatcher. Do I need to say anything else? What? Oh, God. Purple Rain spelled backwards. Anti-Neo-Yoko Dadaism. Who's Yoko? The Dada's supposed to be a pure art form. No money. Anti-war, anti-imperialism. When the imperialist takes it over. Julian Lennon. Well, you know, your father was married, you know, and had you, and it seems that Yoko come in and she was a billionaireist, you know, Japanese oligarch, you know, heir to the Japanese royal family, Hirohito's cousin. It's like she just stalked him and stalked him and stalked him, and she led him down this path to where he was on to her by then, and he had left, living with another girl in L.A., and he comes back. It's like, by doing that, it's like it led to his death. Julian Lennon. Wasn't that the plan? Do you know Paul McCartney's wife, the Polaroid girl, Linda, who died young of cancer, and Yoko Ono went to the same high school? Where? At Indian Point, New York? Look it up. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it... You know what that song's about? Paul McCartney's mother died young of cancer, named Nesta Shellifield. What? McCartney and Lennon had a major fight. Lennon was an anti-nuclear energy, anti-nuclear energy, anti-nuclear energy. Why do you think he's Sir? Had a big fight. Oh, Mother Mary came to me in the middle of the night and says, quit being angry about her death. He sold his own mother down the river. You think John Lennon would do that? Well, they had to kill him. Get him out of the way. Did you know Mark David Chapman and David Hinckley, who's ready to hear? How about Zion Energy? Huh? What? Ties right here to the oh, what? You can't say that, Kevin Blanch. I just did. Right here. What? When he killed him? Jeb Bush? No, Neil Bush. Remember the Keating Five going to prison? Silverado Trust? They were together when the Hinckley boy did that? Shot Reagan? Chapman and Hinckley were together with World Vision. Did you know that? What's World Vision? Google it. Whoa, you can't talk about them. You really will get yourself whacked. At 14. Where? In the Middle East? I believe they were in freaking Libya. Somewhere over there. What would World Vision, the evangelical freaking adolescents, can't be doing there? What's the odds of them being together? May, Brussels, Carmel, California, in a studio just like this. That Jewish girl from Carmel. Kids. This is November 1980. Kids. It's all over. The Bush CIA has occupied the White House. They will never leave. First thing they're going to do is whack Reagan, the Democrat from California. Mitt Romney, the Democrat from Massachusetts. Obama, the Republican from Kansas. Bill, Walmart, Clinton, Rockefeller's baby, Rothschild's baby, the Republican from Arkansas. Winthrop Rockefeller's baby, Hillary's cousin, University of Chicago. Oh, we got plenty of time, maybe, on this camera. You never know. They tore the clocks off the wall. Let me look at my clock. I hope that wasn't anybody too important, Colin. Oh, we got time. Let me start this over.